everyone, it's Fantasia. So a few days back, there was some tweets made regarding this new pack that has been leaked because of the roadmap being leaked. Now, of course, we have to wait for an official announcement, but I did do a video covering the leaked roadmap, and on there, there's the expansion pack listed, which is called Adventure Awaits. And of course, there's always certain people in the community who do know things ahead of time, don't know who tells them, we don't know any of that, but what we do know is they're pretty much always spot on and accurate, like to a T. Like everything is always exactly what they said it was going to be. So I don't really feel like we have to doubt anything at this point. But of course, remember, there's no official announcement yet from The Sims, but I would assume something's going to happen soon because we are due for the next roadmap. So over on Twitter, Simmatically made this tweet here, and it says, "We need to stop this It's Hotels narrative before y'all get disappointed again by random misinformation. The pack is not hotels, at least not in the way you'd imagine a generic hotel pack. There's way more to it than that. So please just wait for the announcement." Okay, so I agree with this, that we need to wait for the announcement because yes, we can speculate and stuff like that, but I feel like sometimes speculation gets taken to just like a place where you're getting your hopes up and then people are disappointed and then like misinformation is going around. I love speculating, but in more so of just like a fun way. Like I have done lots of speculation videos, but I always tell you guys to like not get your hopes up and stuff like that. And it's just speculation. And I'm just kind of like thinking of what if and what I think might happen based on this leak and based on that. And like, you know what I mean? So yeah, speculating is just a fun thing. Now, Simmatically did make another tweet under this tweet that says here, "I'm more excited for this pack's content than I would be for hotels." So I take this as a good thing. I also feel like Simmatically has good taste on what's a good pack and what's not. Let's not get our hopes up because we don't know what it will be like, but the fact that Simmatically is more excited for this pack's content than hotels, I feel like that's a good sign. Also, the original tweet here specifically says it's not hotels, at least not in the way you'd imagine a generic hotel pack. There's way more to it. So I'm also taking that as a good sign. I really can't wait to find out more. It was basically leaked that it will be vacation vibes, but we don't really know all the little details. So I want to know what sort of system is being implemented here. I definitely thought they were just going to give us a traditional hotel system, especially with, you know, for rent. It just seemed like, okay, yeah, they're definitely working their way up to just a classic hotels system, but I guess that's not the case. So there's also another tweet. So this tweet here comes from CBX Sims. So CBX Sims actually quote retweeted what Simmatically tweeted. And it says here, "It's not like World Adventures. It's not Caribbean like Island Paradise. It's a secret third thing." So this leaves me so interested too. There is also another tweet below it, which I'm pretty sure is a hint. So we're seeing like a bow and arrow. So there was some surveys for expansion packs that included lots of different things with lots of different activities and just like more outdoor things to do. I'm also going to throw in this tweet here. So somebody said, "Will this secret third thing be good or bad?" The answer is yibs, and CBX Sims replied with good. So these are good signs, you guys. I am so curious what this pack's going to be. Now, what I will say is, as you guys may already know, I do feel like it's too soon for another expansion pack. I talked about that, but I also talked about how if it's a good pack, like if it's, you know, something that aligns with my gameplay, like I do a lot of family gameplay, I'm gonna likely be excited. You know, I'm just nervous for the game. Like right now, my game is close to unplayable. I can play it, but basically when I play it, I'm gonna have problems and I just have to deal with it at this point. There's nothing I could do. Sometimes I feel like my game's unplayable because like I'll be playing for 20 minutes and it'll crash, and I've like never had that issue ever. In all of almost 11 years that The Sims 4 has been out, I've never had crashes the way I have them now. So I really hope we get a fix for that. But all I have to say is, of course, if an expansion pack is coming, there's no stopping it. It's already made. It's happening. So in that case, I just hope it's a good one, you guys. I really, really do. Because every single expansion pack is either a flop or a win. It's never in between. Like, at least that's how I feel. I'm either obsessed with it or I'm like, oh my God, cool. Oh, this is so cool. And then I'm like over it. You know what I mean? Do you guys find that? Like I mentioned before, there's certain packs that I just never touch. And then there's certain packs that are even so old that I still use so much. Like Parenthood. I use that pack all of the time. And it's so old. And I also find myself revisiting some older packs lately like Outdoor Retreat. I definitely would love to see an Outdoor Retreat refresh, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, like, you know, I guess because I can have my families go camping together, there's just certain situations within my storytelling where my Sims are gonna go camping. So yeah, I'll find myself revisiting packs like that, but then other packs I'll just never revisit. And then there's the packs where I think they're good, like werewolves, but I have never revisited that pack because it's not my play style. You know, with the state the game's in, how broken it is, all of that, all I can hope is that it's just a pack that I can incorporate into my daily gameplay and it just aligns with how I love to play and how I know a lot of you guys love to play. Of course, there's tons of different players, but what I will say is there is definitely a trend that I notice every single time. There is always more hype for like the family packs and things like seasons, cats and dogs, growing together, parenthood. I feel like parenthood was one of the most successful game packs. I don't know like as far as numbers go, but I know that it was one of the most successful game packs on YouTube. There was the most interest. So many simmers were having all these new viewers come in, all just because of that parenthood pack. And so yeah, people were going crazy for that on YouTube. Everyone was so pumped for it. And yeah, same thing with seasons happened, growing together. I've just noticed this like over all the years, like what packs, like I just feel like, of course, you know, not everyone watches YouTube videos and stuff like that. You can definitely tell the themes of packs that really get everyone hyped on YouTube. And then the ones where it's like there's hype for a little bit and then it just like instantly dies, you know? And I feel like that happens a lot with like the occult packs and with like the random packs here and there that we've gotten like businesses and hobbies. You know, that's a cool pack, but it just, I don't know. It doesn't, it seems like it doesn't keep people interested for very long. So yeah, I just really want this to be the type of pack where like everyone's interested for a long time and we have fun with it and there's lots to do and it feels like an expansion pack. I could like talk forever about what I hope this pack will be, but I want to know what you guys are hoping it'll be, and I want to know what you guys think the system's gonna be like, because it's not gonna be like the traditional hotels like we're expecting, but then the people who know what it is are more excited for this than hotels. So I'm like, okay. And then I've mentioned that this appears to be the pack that information was leaked about a while ago. It's supposed to be the pack that The Sims has spent the most money creating, and they anticipate millions and millions of copies to sell within the first little bit. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, but I will say like just the way it's seeming, I'm glad that it seems like it'll be a pack I'll get more use out of. Because, you know, like even Enchanted by Nature, I think that's a really good pack. Besides the ailments, not a fan of that. But fairies are my favorite occults. They're always my favorite occults. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. But my interest for it did die really quickly. And that's not because it's not like good or anything. Like if you are an occult player, you're probably still playing with it. But because I'm not, it's just not aligning with my gameplay. Now, I will say there is certain things about it that I'm using. For example, on my second channel, I have a Let's Play called Growing with the Hadleys. My second channel is always linked down below. But the teenager in that Let's Play is just very much like outdoorsy, and she's also very artsy and stuff. So I've had her start exploring with the natural living skill. So, you know, I'll use little things like that, right? So that was another reason I was excited for Enchanted by Nature, because I was like, okay, it's not only occult based. There is other things going on there. So in that sense, I feel like that's another reason why it's probably my favorite occult pack. Same with Island Living, although they did mermaids so dirty. So I'm so glad they fleshed out the fairies. We still deserve that mermaid refresh 100%. But yeah, like I also really like Island Living, but I never really play with the mermaids. I use it for all the other things. And it's great for like family vacations and stuff like that, and like honeymoons. I usually use it as like a vacation getaway pack. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to stop rambling on. I want to know what you guys think this pack's going to be. I really do. And do you think it's going to be something that was on those surveys? Because I do think it's going to have a lot of things from surveys we've answered. And like there was some pretty cool surveys. There was like the kids getaway camp or whatever it was. I don't remember what they called it, but basically like summer camp. And it listed like different activities. And then there was like the van life where you're like driving around in a van to different places. And I was like, how's that even going to work? I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot of different things on those surveys for different expansion pack themes. Even things that were kind of confusing where I was like, how would they do that as an expansion pack? I don't know. But anyways, with that, you guys, I'm going to stop rambling on. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.